which some cases turn violent, there are some moments that perhaps give some sense of hope. Like images of Patrick Hutchinson carrying a rival protester over his shoulder to safety. There were numerous examples of bravery and kindness among the chaos. Mark White joins us now with more. Mark.
Well, I'm here at Portcullis House, just near Westminster Bridge. It was here on Saturday, one of a number of police cordons where there were Black Lives Matter protesters. There were some of those other protesters who say they were guarding the monuments around Parliament Square that were drifting into this area. It got quite hostile at times, but we know, of course, about Patrick Hutchinson and the amazing image of him lifting a rival protester over his shoulder and taking him out. But there were countless other examples like that of level-headed people trying to calm things down. Next to me is Levi Benjamin. You were there, I know, Levi, in the midst of all this. Before we actually talk to you, we can just take a look at the scene when we saw actually Levi intervening to help some of those rival protesters. A hostile response from the Black Lives Matter protesters here. So very dangerous. There's no police where we are at this part. And you can see that young man is actually trying to stop people attacking that guy. So Levi there, I mean, obviously it looked for a while as though it could really become quite nasty there. Why did you decide to effectively put yourself at risk to stand there and protect someone who perhaps wouldn't offer you the same kind of protection?
Because everyone is the same and everyone's equal. So obviously, if they would have carried on, it's not going to prove anything. This has been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. So obviously what we need to do is we need to unite without the violence, and we need people from each corner of each race to be able to come out and speak. And we need to come together to send a message to the actual system and all the people that are running the world that this is not going to be tolerated, and we the people are going to come together to unite. And that's what I'm here for. I'm down for unity, but it will start with teaching the right history. We need to teach the kids of today everyone's history, not just one history. We need to teach all different races and religions of history, and that's the only way it's going to move forward, and it's never been like that.
But to have that kind of calmness under fire, in a sense of, clearly there were other fellow protesters there that were very angry at these rival protesters coming into their midst. Why did you decide at that stage that you were going to assume a risk to yourself? It could have backfired.
Because you have white people, you have black people, you have Asian people that do not understand. Then you have white people, black people, Asian people that understand. So all it is sometimes we need to educate. Violence ain't education. Violence will just kill the whole human race, and then there's going to be no one. So if we all educate one another, then that way we might have unity.
I mean, you're calling for dialogue. You would like to sit down with some of these protesters and speak to them.
I would really, it's not the protesters, but I would like to have a meeting with Tommy Robinson. And Tommy Robinson could get my number within 10 minutes of him, obviously.
We should say that Levi, Tommy Robinson wasn't at this meeting.
No, he wasn't, but...
And he did call on his fellow supporters not to be here, but more generally you would like to speak to this man.
I would like to speak to him because I heard a message that he put out the night before saying that he wasn't attending, and the media has turned his message, which his message was, I understand what his message was, but the media has turned it around like you have the media turning around the Black Lives movements. So what it is you have infiltrators on both sides, and what it is they're keeping this division. But people ain't realising, and not a lot of people are waking up, because some woman went to me the other day, she goes after and a blind eye to it. But I said, you've been listening to Marvin Gaye for all these years, what's going on? So if you was dancing to Marvin Gaye 50 years ago or 40 years ago, and he says what's going on, and you look at the video footages, that means some people have been blind and oblivious. Bob Marley said one love. One love means one love. He's not racist because he was mixed race. Bob Marley meant one love means all races can love, innit?
And do you feel that some of the violence has been detracting from that core message that Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, what it is that right now, I'm being honest with you, the system and the higher heads, they like this right now, that there's tension. Because they've got to remember, all of us as humans, if we come together and we unite, all the corruptness on the streets wouldn't be happening. And I want to unite people. I've got a case of 2 young white boys that have had a trouble with police. Obviously I can't go too much into it, but I'm going to need unity for this case when I'm ready to go to Scotland Yard to hand in the paperwork.
So you're actually helping two young white boys there to,
I am, at the minute.
to bridge the gap. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, is saying today he wants a commission to look at racial equality and how things can be improved.
Well, I've got
He
something
says
for
he's
him.
doing something.
I've got something for him, and he will hear about it when he gets to the papers, and he's more than welcome to contact me, because this could have changed years ago, but it's because they don't want it to change, and I need to put some messages out to Boris Johnson right now. There's a lot of messages that I've got to put out to him, and it's not a bad intention, but I want to ask him a question that the parents are asking, and they're not getting heard because all of these screens are getting put in front of them.
Yeah. Do you think, I mean, some of the rhetoric from the Prime Minister over the years, some things that have been attributed to him that people have said are actually racist in nature, do you think that has helped?
No, it hasn't helped. I'm being honest with you, and my message to Sadiq Khan is that he's not really helping the situation, and I'm being honest with you, because if he was helping the situation, he would have started opening up youth clubs, making more for the kids to be doing. But it's like, I don't know what to really say, but it looks like there's a lot of corruptness going on.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for speaking to us. So, Levi Benjamin, well, we better just Levi Benjamin there. As I say, just one of a number of people who intervened on Saturday to try to do his best to protect rights.